Not Topical back with another podcast. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. And as always, we're starting off with movie news. So, last week, you talked about it. Your honey dip, your boo, your bride already, your wife said, yes, I do want to watch everything everywhere all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves aside, you sat down, you guys watched it, and?
I don't think that she loved it as much as I do. I don't really know how much you love it. I know it's like your number one movie of the year for right now, but I don't know what your like level of love for this movie is. But I absolutely adore this movie.
Yeah.
So I don't think she loved it quite as much. But she did really enjoy it. And like she laughed at times. You know, when I watched this movie the first time, like this shit made me like cry.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
Same. Yeah. Multiple times. That rock scene?
Literally,
the rock scene?
The rock scene is incredible. Yeah, the rock scene is so good.
Waterfalls.
And then when her husband gives his whole like just be kind speech, like that one always really, because that's something that I'm really big on already anyways. So like really the last 25 minutes of the movie to me is just like string, because it doesn't just fix everything at once. She resolves her personal shit. Yeah. Then she resolves her shit with her husband, and then she resolves her shit with her daughter.
Yeah.
And then a little bit with her. Well, really, it's herself, her husband, her dad, because the dad stuff is quicker, but it's in there, and then the daughter, and like all that family shit just hits me really hard. But yeah, she really liked it. Her only note of significance, which I feel like I appreciated this because, like I said, my concern showing her the movie, and it's not necessarily, the only concern was like, it is just hard when you really, really love a movie to hear someone else say they don't like it. I would never fault anyone for not liking a movie, especially one like that, because like it's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille or whatever, but and some people can just never get past that to see the message that they are using the weirdness to try to teach you. But at the end of the movie, she said, because like, so there's the one guy, the like scrawny, squirrely white guy with glasses who has the like secret kink room behind his office. And then when she's like chasing after her daughter up the stairs and is like doing all these kind things for other people, her thing that she does to him is slap a ball gag in his mouth and then spank him. Yeah. And then there's the one thing, like where the weird thing that they're all trying to do is like shove something up their butt so they can activate the thing. Yeah. And so she was like, at first I had a really hard time with like the kink stuff, but then I realized that the point of the movie is that you should be kind to everyone regardless of how you feel about the kind of things they're in. And I was like, you got the movie. Yeah. Like, you got it.
And the thing about it is, like, we see a lot with horror movies. Mm-hmm. Simple subject, been done to death. How do you make it not corny? Make it scary. Usually works with horror movies. It follows as an example. This movie did that without making it scary. Right. It was like mother-daughter relationship. How many times have we seen this? Yeah. We're going to make it a bit deeper, and you know it's coming. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get it out of the way really quick. We're not going to harp on the mystery the whole movie. Yeah. You get it somewhat immediately. Yeah. And then you're off to the races. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I fucking love that. Yeah. It respects the audience. Obviously, like, hey, all these mother-daughter movies you see, they're great. They have good endings. Mm-hmm. But this is like reality. There's a problem with you need to work on first. And then before you can, like, get other things fixed. Right. Yeah. Like, her dad's fucking low pan, for crying out loud. She grew up fucked up. She's Asian and her dad was low pan. Issues. Right. So, I loved it. Yeah. Top 5 favorite A24 movies of all time for me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard because, like...
It's probably top 3 for me. Like, I adore that.
I would have to go down. I need to watch it again first. And I would have to, like... It would be hard. because I love Red Rocket. I love the Florida Project. I love that they make movies about real shit. Like mid-90s, number one. Like
yeah, no I was about to say, are you gonna forget mid-90s 2 weeks in a row?
Nah. It's a Jonah Hill episode, so we'll bring that up later. But mid-90s, this isn't going nowhere. But these movies are real people, like Good Time. It's like, I don't know if I can, like, where am I putting these?
Yeah.
So, like, it's probably going to be top 3, but I really fucking love movies about real people. Mm-hmm. You're never going to get a Warner Brothers movie that feels and has the emotion like a Florida Project. You're not.
Well, Warner, I can't remember which one is theirs, but Warner Brothers has like their sub studio.
I'm talking about like a main feature.
Yeah.
That is pushed.
Like how Fox has Searchlight.
Yeah. I'm not talking about Searchlight. I want something like a main feature that is pushed.
Yeah. No,
you're not getting a movie like that.
Yeah. Well, those movies don't make, $120 to $1 billion at the box office.
Damn you,
unfortunately.
Man.
So
damn you, Iron Man.
Yeah.
But so that would probably be the top 5. Red Rocket would be number 5. I can bookend that for sure. But Good Time, Florida Project, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. They're with somewhere in the middle. Yeah, mid-90s and Red Rocket. That's the ends. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but I probably am. But
maybe
Ex Machina.
Oh yeah,
Ex Machina is really fucking good.
Which is funny because
is also
Ex Machina is like
a simple story.
The biggest movie budget wise that they've pretty much ever done.
Yeah,
I mean Everything Everyone All at Once might have been up there because of like visual effects and stuff, but the story itself is still small.
Yeah.
Where like Ex Machina kind of has that more, I don't want to say blockbustery, but like, it's not as much about like personal growth or familial relationships or something,
That's fucking good though.
Yeah,
it's good shit.
Yeah.
But we also got our Netflix save the date, so I'm gonna go over a couple of these and whatever sticks out, talk about it. Mm-hmm. You People. Jonah Hill. We're doing the top 5 for Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
They finally got Eddie Murphy to make another movie. So I'm happy about that. Your Place or Mine. That's Ashton Kutcher, Reese Witherspoon rom-com.
Rom-com, yeah.
Your boy loves a good rom-com. I'm happy about that. Luther. Based off the TV show from BBC starring Black Superman. What's his
Idris
name?
Elba.
Idris Elba. That's what it is. That motherfucker's on vacation every time I see him on TV because I watch cable and they have commercials.
Oh.
Expedia, bitch. Murder Mystery 2 is getting a sequel. Who gives a fuck? Extraction 2 is getting a sequel. Who gives a fuck? I am curious a little bit about Extraction.
Yeah.
Because he has dementia. Chris Hemsworth, right? He's taking a break from acting because I feel like he has dementia. Google it real quick. So,
news to me.
Like, how hard are you going to hit a movie about someone who had to go away from acting because of a medical issue, which I think may be dementia, but he's about to find out. Mother is a action movie with J-Lo. Probably won't be very good. Well, what you got? Alzheimer's, dementia. What is it?
Okay, he does not have Alzheimer's.
What does he got?
He found out through genetic screening that he carries 2 copies of the gene that is strongly linked to a dramatically elevated risk of Alzheimer's. So potentially 8 to having this gene makes your chances 8 to 10 times higher to get. So he doesn't have it. He is probably just trying to make sure he doesn't get it.
No, because he's taking a break. So I knew something like that. Mm-hmm. But like I said, Mother, J-Lo action movie. Who gives a shit? Heart of Stone, Gal Gadot action movie. Might do some numbers.
Look, here's my thing with Gal Gadot.
It's Gal Gadot? I thought it was Gal Gadot.
It's Gadot. I think she's overrated.
Yeah, people find her attractive, and that was...
I'm not saying she isn't, but like...
I'm not saying she isn't either,
she's
but that's
not,
the thing.
Like, when I think of like... in terms of big name actresses who are kind of in this age range and have like the looks factor, I think of, in terms of like the ones that get talked about the most, I think of Gal Gadot and I think of Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie and I'm not saying Gal Gadot isn't. I think it's mostly just like the projects that she has chosen. But Margot Robbie so far has shown that she is clearly the better actress.
Yeah.
And I would just really love to see Gal Gadot do something besides, like, I know she's kind of carved this like
took Megan Fox's spot.
This spot out for herself for like action heroine or like spy thriller heroine. Like she's got like I want to see her in like the movie where she like has to do some drama or something like that. Because I'm not saying she'd be bad at it. I'm just saying like show me something else, please. Like
I feel like they finally found a Megan Fox-esque actress that would actually like do stunts.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Maybe if Megan Fox had like been an actress, I know she's like I think she's got something coming out this year. I think so. She might be making a comeback, but I don't know. She also Megan Fox suffered from
drinking blood from Machine Gun Kelly.
No, well, even before that, like even like Transformers movies and stuff. She came into the game at a time where like
misogyny was at a
over sexualization of female characters that looked like her was very much so a thing, and so you know if she came back now, I think she could do some stuff like that, and it would probably go a little smoother for her. But
she had a decent movie that was on Netflix. It was like I don't know, it was something.
Jennifer's Body has like a massive cult following now.
It does.
I've never went back and I want to go back and watch it now just because I see people talk about it so much now. I never saw it.
Like I think it's bad because their director's trying to do one thing and the studio's pulling another way, and it just like feels like a mess.
Yeah,
it's like if someone made a T-shirt design, took all the
cool I was about to say that,
and, like took all the cool shit away from it or something. But back to the list, one I'm looking forward to just because Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented people in entertainment history. They cloned Tyrone. John Boyega is in it too. He's finally not in space. Good. But Jamie Foxx, it's like him and Donald Glover. They're like, I'm more talented. No, I'm more talented. Here's my comedy special. Here's my comedy special. Here's my TV show. Here's my TV show. Here's my albums. Here's my albums.
I never really thought about comparing Donald Glover to Jamie Foxx, but like now that you say it makes a lot of sense.
They both was young comedians.
They're both in Spider-Man movies.
They are both in Spider-Man movies. They
both do music on the side. I get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think Fox writes. I don't think he writes.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Donald Glover, he writes. Because he wrote for 30 Rock, wherever that TV show is.
Yeah, he's written for multiple shows.
I don't want to watch TV, but yeah. So I'm excited about that. I don't know anything about it. You got Captain America. He's taking the suit off. He's being Pain Hustlers. That's coming out around the end of the year, so probably some Oscar love. Leave the World Behind. Julia Roberts. Mahershala Ali. Cast Alone.
Sounds good.
Exactly. Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder's movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not looking forward to that, but it's coming out. And The Killer from David Fincher, which I'm excited about. You put David Fincher on a title, I'm going to go see it. You also have Wes Anderson's movie that is coming out on Netflix that I couldn't find the name of it. It wasn't in this, but it is coming out on Netflix. I don't know if it's like a short or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's why I was like, how are you going to...
It wasn't in the commercial.
Not talk about this. Oh, this was a commercial.
Yeah. Like Netflix, they do this thing every year. Here's our biggest movies that are coming out of the year. Basically what they're pushing. So I don't know when it's coming out exactly.
I'm looking at the name real quick.
Well, Asteroid City is coming out in June.
Yeah, but that's a theatrical release.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find his Netflix movie. It's a Roald Dahl book. It was literally on my
10 most anticipated.
Yeah. Oh, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. I don't know if it's going to be okay, so the Roald Dahl book itself is a collection. Well, it's 3 short stories about the same guy. I read one thing that said I don't think anybody really knows yet, but from what they understood, Anderson took one of the stories and then just expanded it. And then another thing I read said, from what they understand, he's doing like the anthology, the 3 short stories into film. So I have no idea. Wes Anderson's... I don't love that Wes Anderson is making a movie to go straight to Netflix, personally. But...
Makes two of us.
It is what it is.
That makes two of us. I am glad we're getting something else.
Yeah.
From Wes Anderson. 2 movies in a year is pretty great.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a fan of his last anthology movie, so I hope it's not the latter in this situation. But the ones on the list, the ones they're pushing heavy, what stood out to you? Of all those movies, what do you want to see?
I mean, the Fincher movie.
Yeah, of course.
Is really, honestly, the only thing on that list that I'm really excited about. I mean, if I pulled up a list of every movie that Netflix is releasing this year, my most anticipated list would probably be made up of movies that are not on that list, except for the Fincher movie, because pretty much all of those things that they advertised are the really marketable ones.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying none of those are going to be good. I'm just saying I know Netflix is also probably going to be releasing I haven't watched it yet, and I don't even know if it might have gotten shit reviews because I'm not hearing anything about it.
White Noise.
It's
in the 60s.
Have you watched The Pale Blue Eye yet?
Also in the 60s. I started it and I was talking to I got a lady friend now, by the way.
Oh, nice. Yeah. A labeled one or a...
I'm not gonna fuck her and leave her.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna see where things go.
It's a start.
Yeah.
But so anyways, those
But I got distracted and I didn't watch it because I was like, all right, I think I need to pay attention to this movie.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know where I'm at.
So even though I wasn't as big on this one as a lot of other people were, you're The Power of the Dog, and but those smaller, more Oscar-y movies, those are the ones that Netflix is going to put out that I'm more interested in. And those are probably not the ones that they're going to put on a commercial trying to get mass audiences to get Netflix subscriptions.
A couple of those are coming out in December.
Right.
So I think the one they're really pushing is going to be Leaving the World Behind. Mahershala Ali, obviously he's going to put in a fucking 10 out of 10 performance. Julia Roberts, she's fucking great.
She's a name, yeah.
Coming out December. It's going to be pushed for an Oscar.
I really thought that Ticket to Paradise was terrible. I hated that movie.
It was solid, decent rom-com.
It was not solid
for what it was.
Or decent. It was bad.
Well, different folks got different strokes.
Yeah.
Just like he likes orange Gatorade, he has the gall. He has the audacity to bring orange Gatorade into the humble abode of Strange Wang. So when you see us after this commercial, we will be doing a bracket. See, I bought a Gatorade of my own today. Strawberry. I bought a... Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, strawberry's not good.
It was free. I'm not paying for it. Doing a bracket. What is the best Gatorade flavor? Here at NotTopical, we're unfortunately poor. And this money you see on screen, that's CGI. That's not real money. Because again, we're poor. So if you want to click in the ad eye in the corner, that video is monetized and we can make money off it. So please go watch it.
And if you click an ad, we make more money. And if you really want to help, there's the thanks button right there below this video.
So, we got some Gatorade. Both of our Gatorades are nasty, in my opinion. He disagrees. So, we're putting it on a bracket. The best Gatorade flavors. So, as usual, you will go over that. If we both decide on different Gatorades, we're going to rock, paper, scissors like we usually do. We did a bracket earlier. Candy bracket. Eye in the corner. Check it out if you will. What we got first?
Alright, first up we have OG Fruit Punch versus Gatorade Flow Smooth Kiwi Strawberry.
So we gotta go OG.
Yeah, this is easy for me. Fruit Punch all the way.
You don't like strawberry kiwi?
I do like... Actually, I really do like strawberry kiwi flavored things. But
they're pretty solid, some things.
Ooh, ooh! Yeah, strawberry kiwi, great flavor combination.
Yeah. OG,
but
though.
I don't like that it's green. I don't know why I don't like that it's green. But yeah, Fruit Punch is like... I can't pick that over Fruit Punch.
You drink a lot of Mountain Dew. What color is Mountain Dew?
Yeah, Mountain Dew's supposed to be green.
What color's your shirt?
It's like deep green.
Green.
I hate when I can't read these things. I'm assuming that's lemon lime.
Well, it's green. You're not going to pick it anyways.
Lemon lime is supposed to be green. Yeah, I'm assuming that's lemon lime. Are you assuming that's lemon lime?
No, lemon lime is yellow.
Okay, well, hang on a second. We gotta figure out what this Gatorade flavor is.
But blue frost is like, you're wasting your time, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I want to know what it is.
Blue frost is impeccable. I don't want to show my cards right now, but I'm probably going to get a dub. See, that's lemon lime.
All right, hang on. This because it's one of the ones that's in this pack.
There's also too many colors of Gatorade, I think, now.
It's green apple.
Gross.
Yeah.
I hate green apple things.
I like green apple things. I don't want that in my Gatorade.
Really?
Like, the only drink that I want to taste like apple is apple juice. And that's it.
Not even apple cider.
I am with you, though. Frost is, like, kind of another one of those, like, OG, like, just staple Gatorade flavors, and it is very good.
I like Frost Gatorade so much. I bought my first pair of Jordans. The Jordan Gatorade collab. Frost. Yeah, you should keep that phone up.
Yeah, I don't... The pictures are just so tiny.
It's highly unlikely I'm going to pick orange Gatorade, but that yellow joint, I don't know what it is.
Okay,
the
yellow and blue one. Pineapple mango.
I like mango. I like pineapple.
Oh no,
I don't
mango
like
is disgusting.
It's not disgusting. I don't like them together.
Mango sucks.
I would try it.
Yeah, I would try it just to tell you how much it sucks. It is obviously orange.
No, I would try it. Orange sucks.
You can't pick. You don't even know what that tastes like.
Sure, that's fair. It ain't making it to the next round though. Frost.
Yeah, it's like the white frost.
That shit's silver. 0. Are we going with like main flavors or 0? Because if it ain't got 0 sugar, it got 0 chance with Strange Wang.
We're going with whatever is on the picture.
That's gross. Probably like passion fruit or some shit.
All right.
White Gatorade is delicious. But that shit's silver. That is not white. That's some boho-ass picture they got, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Glacier Cherry.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
Is what that is. And I'm pretty sure, I think that just says cherry, but...
No. This is cherry and it's red.
Well, this is...
That's definitely pink. That's strawberry, not cherry. Never mind.
Come on, scroll, bitch. Oh, just berry.
0 sugar. It's a 0 for me. So
yeah, I don't care about this at all. So
white cherry fire.
All right, fruit punch versus frost.
Frost.
Fruit punch
all day. What? Holy same haircut.
Fruit punch is the second best Gatorade.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Second best. What's best?
This one right here, bitch.
Oh,
orange.
Hell no. Another one. By the way, blue would, if I did this by myself, blue was going to be the winner. Hands down.
Which blue?
The frost.
Okay.
That would have been the winner for me.
Well, guess what? Now it's not.
It's bullshit. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
On it today. You know, I don't even care.
Fruit punch.
You want fruit punch or you want orange?
You know I want fruit punch.
Well, I don't care if I lose, but if orange goes...
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! To the finals. Ooh, baby. Oh, man.
I don't like you.
I'm a happy camper.
You're a shitty texter. You're late. You got shitty fucking Gatorade flavors. You're too good at rock, paper, scissors. You suck as a human being.
It's all mental.
I got your mental right here.
Let's see.
Why did a gun come up?
I don't know. No.
That's it right there, that dark joint.
This?
No,
this
right.
is 0. This?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that is it. You're right. All right, that is Fierce Grape versus...
I think that's strawberry.
It is strawberry. Yep.
I'm going with the grape. I'm drinking the strawberry right now. The strawberry's not very good.
All right, grape is... well, hang on. Let me think about that.
You want to taste this nasty shit?
No. Grape's fine. I hate grape flavored... Artificial grape flavored things. Fucking disgusting to me. I hate it. But I would drink grape before I drink the strawberry. Because artificial strawberry flavoring is also not very good.
The only time it's good is the Laffy Taffy and Starburst.
Okay, same, yeah.
Like, it has to be chewy.
Yeah.
If it ain't chewy, get the fuck out of here. Like, they were in between Laffy Taffy and Now or Later's. You remember the fucking...
That was nice of them.
You remember it had the little kid's face on it? And it was like in between, like chewing.
Say that again?
It was an old candy. It always had a little kid's face on it. It was in a rectangle.
Now or Later's?
No, Now or Later's a square. The chewing consistency was in between Now or Later's and Laffy Taffy.
Huh. I'd probably know it.
I'd
probably know it if I saw it.
Also in the conversation, it's good shit. Look this up. Good episode. We're on our phones. Haha.
Well, we're looking shit up. All right. So we got Lemonade versus Blackberry Wave.
Lemonade's number 3 for me. I fucking love like lemonade and Gatorade.
I don't know that I've ever had lemonade. Does it taste like regular lemonade?
No, it tastes like lemons.
I like lemons.
Yeah, it's fire.
All right. So this is watermelon citrus. Dang it. I'm assuming that's lemon lime.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're
just saying that's lemon lime.
These motherfuckers. Albert's Fruit Chews assortables.
Oh, huh. Okay. So the strawberry ones of those are good?
Yeah, those are like pretty good.
All right.
Lemon lime.
Watermelons, yeah. I don't love lemon lime Gatorade, but that other one just sounded really weird. All right, Cool Blue.
Passion fruit.
And passion fruit?
I'm assuming. What else could it be?
I have no idea. I didn't know passion fruit was a Gatorade flavor.
Bro, there's too many now.
Yeah, I mean, we had like 4 Gatorade flavors when I was a kid.
Yeah. And they weren't even flavors. They were colors.
That's
Mom,
true.
I want the blue. I want the red.
Is that it?
Yes.
That one's definitely it. Strawberry lemonade.
Ooh. Ah.
That's tough for you.
I still gotta go with the blue.
Yeah, Cool Blue's good. It's a little stronger than Frost. I like Frost better than Cool Blue.
Cool Blue, those are the Jordans I bought for the Gatorades. But the strawberry lemonade, the only time I ever had that in a sports drink is Powerade.
Huh.
Their shit's potently pink.
Yeah.
That's just delicious.
All right, grape versus lemonade.
Lemonade.
Sure. I like that. Don't like grape.
I like this side of the bracket much better.
Lemon lime versus Cool Blue.
Cool Blue.
I like that too.
I'm a Cool Blue kind of guy.
All right, Cool Blue versus lemonade. Gotta be Cool Blue.
Got to.
Yeah. So Cool Blue would be my number 3. So obviously we're going to be rock paper scissoring for this, but I wouldn't be mad if Cool Blue won.
All right. Gotta get ready.
Okay.
Singing Eye of the Tiger in my head.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to throw scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! Let's go! Orange for the win, baby.
You know, I drink Powerade when I do Gatorade. Fuck Gatorade. On the real. The only good things Gatorade's ever done is came out with Jordans, and it was in the Water Boy, and that's it. And if we weren't on my couch, my laptop was in front of you, I would hit that little 12th grade number.
Refreshing.
Hope Bobby Boucher tackles you before you get to your car. That's what I hope. H2O.
I was watching Happy Gilmore earlier.
It's a good movie.
I watched like 3 minutes of it. It was just the part where Shooter McGavin buys the house in the auction. And then he's like, maybe there's a way to do both. And then he's like, if I win this, if you win that. And then that was it.
I didn't know who Kiss was.
And then he was like, I eat whatever shit like you for breakfast. And he's like, you eat shit for breakfast?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Fucking, I didn't know who Kiss was. But I've seen that movie like when I was way too young to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he has the Gene Simmons mask and he's tonguing down to his grandma.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then fucking later on, like, oh, that's Gene Simmons. That makes a lot more sense now.
Right.
Because I was like, that's so weird. But next bit of, I just want to put this out there.
Yeah.
The Velma TV show, 50%
50%
critic score, 6% audience score, only 28 critics. I don't know anything about this. That she the Indian girl from The Office
Mindy
made it.
Kaling, yeah.
And her Amazon Prime show movie, Late Night,
Yeah.
was fucking
Good movie.
great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. But this does not show her talent at all. And I don't know if it's because it's bad or if it's... I had no interest in watching it. I'll say that right here. I'm not going to be shitting on it. I just thought it was interesting. I wasn't going to watch it because I'm a Scooby-Doo purist.
Yeah.
After 04, everything after 04 doesn't exist to me.
Okay.
I don't even like the live action movies. I despise the live action movies.
Well, they're not good.
But people really like them.
They're fun.
That pisses me off.
Nostalgic.
Because it's like, you don't know what fucking good cinema is.
Maybe they do. Maybe they just have fun with the movie.
I don't know.
I like the first one. It's fun. I like it in the way... I like it in the way that I like Batman and Robin.
Yeah, but I like Scrappy-Doo. That's the difference. I fuck heavy with Scrappy-Doo.
Nobody likes
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo is my homeboy.
Worst thing that ever happened to Scooby-Doo.
He was in the back seat while Werewolf Shaggy was doing laps.
That's like... I don't like... That movie's fine, but...
I
like
fucking love that movie. The fucking Nematode brothers. That motherfucker. That shit's hilarious. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But why do you think this thing sucks so bad?
So I have not watched it. I have seen a lot of shit on Twitter about it,
and that's why I brought this up to you.
Yeah. So the only criticism I've seen of it on Twitter, I haven't seen anyone actually talk about like.
She's a lesbian, right?
Yes. I haven't seen anyone talk about the writing or plot or voice acting or anything like that. Everything that I've seen on it has mostly been Indian people. So like she's not... So Velma is supposed to be Indian in the show.
And Shaggy's black. I know 2 things
That's correct.
about it.
And Shaggy has a thing for Velma, but Velma is a lesbian, and there's this whole like her and Daphne don't get along, but like it is clearly leading up to them
sexual tension
in a relationship. Yes. But the criticism that I have seen of it has been from Indian people who feel like apparently there's just a lot of like like
too woke for him.
No. Apparently, like Mindy Kaling wrote a lot of like stuff that if a white person wrote in a movie about an Indian person, then they would get absolutely railed for. Like apparently, a lot of like the tropes still exist. She still gets made fun of for the same. Like apparently, there's some joke about her having hairy arms because she's Indian or something. And so a lot of Indian people were like, "Wow, geez, thanks for just." Like, some people were basically like, okay, you're Indian and you wrote these jokes, so like, that's not a you get to do it because you are Indian thing. That's a now people are going to be like, well, see, she did it, and she is Indian, and she thought it was funny, so that means we get to do it. And so that's the biggest criticism that I've seen people do on Twitter, which, like, I'm not Indian, I don't know anything about that. So, sure, I'm not, okay.
Yeah.
I was never going to watch the show in the first place, so.
Yeah. So, that brings me to my next question. If we did a list of top 5 favorite animated TV shows for adults, because I'm assuming this is for adults.
Yeah, it is a little more grown up.
My third favorite adult animated show is Mike Tyson Mystery Adventures.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson Mystery Adventures.
You're pretty solo with that.
But, have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm aware that it exists.
But have you seen it?
No. But
it is Scooby-Doo for adults. You got, rest in peace, Mark McDonald. He's like...
I don't know who that is.
Fucking very famous comedian. He was sitting poolside.
Must not be that famous.
He was sitting poolside with Billy Madison, the skinny guy, tall, skinny, lanky guy.
Oh, okay.
He was in Dirty Work, Dirty by Bob Saget.
Never seen that.
It's Nudie Magazine Day. He's his buddy throwing pickles out the window. Good shit. Anyways, he voices the dog. He has a very like weird and distinctive voice. There's a homosexual ghost. There's his adopted Asian daughter and Mike Tyson. It's fucking hilarious. It's the Scooby-Doo formula every episode. But it's with a different group of people who all have different backgrounds. And this is what it is.
Sure.
If they did that with this...
What was that streaming on?
HBO, I believe.
I might watch it. When did that come out?
2009.
Okay. I'll watch an episode or two.
Whenever, what's that shit called? The Hangover got Mike Tyson really popular again.
Oh, okay.
Like, culturally relevant. They were like, do this show. And he does, I believe he does the voice. Because he's at the end of every episode, like Jackie Chan and Jackie Chan Adventures. That needs to be streaming somewhere. I'd watch that in a fucking heartbeat.
One more thing.
Yeah, speaking of one more thing. So, I'm too old to be buying toys. And I spend too much money on dumb shit anyways. Well, not like collecting toys. Like, people have room full of, like, nothing but toys and shit.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the artwork of toys and all this and all that, right? So I watch toy hunt videos of people going into vintage shops.
Sure. Yeah, that's what's interesting.
For their collections.
Yeah.
Like, if I collected toys...
Oh, you should watch The Toys That Made Us. It's on Netflix.
I have.
Oh, okay.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Them NECA Ninja Turtle movie figures. Like, I'll buy one every now and again. And I bought one NECA Ninja Turtle. It's Casey Jones and Raphael with the fucking trench coat. One of my favorite scenes in all movie history. Fuck, I'm going to start quoting. I better stop. Point being is, I was watching a toy hunt video, and they made fucking Jackie Chan adventure toys.
Yeah.
With the cartoon characters. I've never seen those. Never had them as a kid. When the fuck did those things come out?
I don't know. Probably around the time the show was.
Yeah, but... like
early 2000s.
I would have saw them in Kmart. I would have saw them in the Walmart. I didn't see these things at all.
Yeah,
and it pissed me off. Because I could have had much more fun as a child with those toys.
I feel like I had some of the talismans.
Well, that was a McDonald's thing. Or Burger King. I remember those.
Maybe that's what it was then.
I remember those.
Yeah.
Anyways. But, yeah, Mike Tyson Mystery Adventures. If they would have took that idea of we're just going to have a Scooby-Doo episode, but with a long-lasting storyline with different characters, would it have worked?
What, the Velma thing?
Yeah. You take Scooby-Doo out of it and replace the names. Do you think it would have had a better chance? I think, for sure.
Oh, so like if it was not a Scooby-Doo property.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have a better chance.
Do you think people will still be shitting on it? Or they
yeah,
on it
no,
harder?
if you're gonna attach a property, like an IP as like old and as generally beloved as Scooby-Doo to your shit, it's going to come with like an extra level of expectation. So yeah, I think that if they had done something like that and not put the Scooby-Doo name on it, and her name's not Velma, there's like zero connection to Scooby-Doo, it probably would have been perceived a little bit better. Yeah. But
bro, what if they try to remake...
But again, I don't know what all the criticisms are. The only criticism I have heard was that Mindy Kaling is not helping Indian people out when it comes to their representation within pop culture.
Well, you're a big Twitter guy, so I figured you would know. What if they made like a fucking Friends, but with the motherfuckers from Arthur, since we know what they look like now? Like, that shit I wouldn't watch it, but it'd be a funny idea.
Yeah.
But also, I was going to see more of the criticisms of Velma. That 90s show, I'm curious. The score's not great. It's out of 74. But I've been curious to check it out.
That's about what I would expect for a show like that.
Because I really love, really love that 70s show.
That 70s show is great. This is a phenomenal show. Are you trying to find critics?
Yeah.
You need to go back up.
That is a much easier way to do it.
And then...
Oh.
Hang on. Go X out of that. What is happening?
You go all the way down. The critic score's down here somewhere. There we go.
Okay, my bad.
I was going to the right place. Alright, this has to do with reading. Jokes become exhausting in the meta, not for kids, Scooby-Doo prequel.
Huh, okay.
How's it a prequel?
I don't know.
Are they not friends?
Maybe it's how they all met or something. I'm not sure.
That's a fucking show called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
But they're all already friends.
Fuck your prequel. Velma mostly replaces the old silly sensibilities of a crass name-droppity pointlessness. So is there a lot of celebrities in this?
Wait, Velma mostly replaces the old with crass name-droppy pointlessness? I don't know.
It's like Family Guy. This is celebrities.
Yeah, I know.
Giving rise to conspiracy theories.
That Kaling intentionally made Velma bad as fodder for an ongoing culture war in which people would beef about it incessantly. So they made it bad on purpose just so people would talk about it?
Oh.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Oh. I thought they was like searching like conspiracy theories. Like they're looking at JFK. Like, what is this, a Joe Rogan podcast? How? Honestly, the show could have been a lot better. Good review, fuckface.
Way to go, Omar Holman.
Velma is consistently pointing out how clever it is to be self-referential. So it's basically Deadpool. Is that what I'm getting?
I don't know.
It seems like it. Because it said meta earlier.
I don't think that you should just automatically relate anything that is meta or self-referential to Deadpool, but sure.
Show Don't Tell is one of the most universal, basic pieces of storytelling, so follow it. There go stereotypes and race.
Yeah, they actually had the same criticism that we did. Just come up with something new and don't change something that was not broken. Which, like, I'm never going to be the person that is like, LOL, this show sucks balls.
Roger That
from
Studios.
Roger That Studios. I'm never going to be the person that is like, you can't make Thelma an Indian and Shaggy black because they already existed and you can't change them. Who gives a shit? They're invented cartoon characters. Whatever. I don't care about that. But again, like I said, if you're going to use an existing intellectual property, you are attaching yourself to a certain standard. That doesn't mean that Thelma couldn't be Indian and Shaggy couldn't be black. It just means if you're going to put Scooby-Doo's name on this, you need to make sure this shit is good.
Yeah.
And apparently it's not. So.
Well, interesting. I'm still not going to watch it, but it's been a fun story to follow. But we're doing top 5. It's a little high.
Hi.
I'm Paul. That was said a lot back in the ZWO days.
It's been said a lot in our house lately because Anna
watching Jimmy Neutron.
No, Anna did not really watch a lot of like kids cartoons like that growing up.
Why?
Her parents had a little bit more control over what they viewed.
Continue. I got something to tell you.
So anyways, I made that reference to it and she had no clue what I was talking about, so I pulled up the clip from the monkey going, "Hi, I'm Paul." So now every time I walk in the house, I go, "Hi," and then she usually says, "I'm Paul," or "You're Nate."
Solid.
Yeah.
Fucking, this is off topic, but fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
Butt fuck.
Yeah. What you do in your house, your business. So, a new guy at work, extremely religious, straight-laced motherfucker.
Okay.
We was talking about movies, and I was like, since you're Christian, are you one of those weird kids who's never seen Harry Potter? And he was like, I started laughing. And he was like,
yeah.
yeah, I've only met one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a thing.
Crazy stuff. But Jonah Hill, a very talented actor, and he's good with the pen, as you've seen in one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, mid-90s. And with this movie, he co-wrote it with the director. I can't remember their name, but it's You People, which is off the bat. That's a funny title.
You People. Yeah.
Like, one white person said it, and they felt uncomfortable. They was in the office. Well, hey, Jerry, when are you planning on watching this weekend? Well, Philip, well, you heard about Netflix? They got a new movie out. Oh, yeah? What is it called? You People. Like, that's just how I imagine that going in my head.
That's an interesting take.
I think, like, in my head, it's a Dave Chappelle skit. Like, Dave Chappelle pops out the back, like, what you say, you motherfucker? Or something like that. That shit funny to me.
So
anyways.
It's like the Key and Peele skit where they say bitch, but they always like look around to make sure their wives aren't there to hear them say it.
Never watched Key and Peele.
Oh. That skit is really funny. So.
Bro, I'm down with Dave Chappelle. The only thing Key and Peele's ever did was a little fucking Instagram clip. But Brian, or Iran, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, the substitute teacher.
Yeah, that's the only thing they ever did that was funny to me. That I've seen. So I don't know. They could be funny. Keanu.
They're pretty funny.
The movie about the cat.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's about a cat. I hate cats. I'm allergic to cats. I don't like cats.
Cats suck.
But Jonah Hill, we're doing top 5 favorite Jonah Hill movies. Hell, next time we talk about this motherfucker, we might do top 5 favorite Jonah Hill scripts he wrote. Because he already got 2.
That's true.
And You People has got a big cast. You got Eddie Murphy. You got Nia Long. She was in Missing. I watched Missing Friday. Very good movie. Searching sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Searching. You remember the movie Searching?
It's a sequel?
Yeah. It's in the same universe. It's not a sequel, but it's technically a sequel.
Wait. Does it have any of the same characters in it?
No, but it has a tie-in. They made sure to tie it in.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a very clever tie-in, too.
Gotcha.
It's like, I saw it, and I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's a very good movie. Nia Long's in it. She's in this movie as well. As I said, Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Laura London. You know who that is? She's Lil Wayne's baby mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of them?
Yeah, one of them. But yeah, seems like a very funny movie. I don't know about this guy. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? I've seen it. It's a great movie. Guess Who? Ashton Kutcher, Bernie Mac. Also a good movie in the opinion of Strange Wang.
That's all right. So
we're doing top 5 Jonah Hill. He'll tell you how we do the list, and then we'll get into it.
He's going to start with his 5 and 4. I'll give my 5 and 4, 3-2, 3-2. Then we trade off number 1s. We also have something called the Zemeckis rule, which just means if we both have the same movie on our list, but one person has it 2 spots or higher, then we say Zemeckis, and then we just talk about it once.
Number 5 for me is going to be Get Him to the Greek.
Never seen it.
Very funny movie. Jonah Hill's character, he's a straight-laced schmuck, and he has to fucking ride around with a fucking washed-up rock star that no one likes anymore, and he still has a rock star lifestyle.
Albus Snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
because it's the same character from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah. Good tie-in. Jonah Hill's in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
He's the waiter. Yes.
How does that work?
I guess.
You guys got a twin? Anyways, he's also very funny in that movie. But P. Diddy's in there as a music producer or whatever. A record head, whatever the fuck. He's funny in it. But Jonah Hill playing a schmuck. I didn't know he could play a schmuck until a movie I will talk about later on in my list. But he plays a very good schmuck in trying to follow this rock star and like babysit him practically.
Yeah.
It's very funny because shenanigans happen. And Strange Wang likes shenanigans. So that's why it's my number 5. Number 4, I debated on it because I think he's good in it, but I don't remember any of the scenes. I remember one line from this movie from Jonah Hill, and it's Wolf of Wall Street, and he says, well, my money's taped to your ass, so I guess, or tits or something like that. So I guess it is my fucking business or something like that.
That's my number 5.
He's good in the movie. He's a good partner to DiCaprio in this movie. But he was the perfect supporting player.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's not really much to say from it. As I said, I don't remember much of him in this movie.
Yeah, which is funny because I know he's in more of it than I remember him being.
Yeah, he's in like 70% of that movie.
But yeah, so Jonah Hill, I really like him in roles like this one, which this is pretty much the only role like this he's ever done. But I guess I like the idea of him in a role like this one, where it's like you still have some comedic aspects, but there's also a level of serious. It's not just pure goofball like stoner, like teenage comedy. So it's like he's playing a character that like has adult problems, is doing adult things, and then there's like some humor thrown in there just because of the nature of the situation, right? So yeah, it's my number 5. This was a really easy list for me
as well,
because I have only seen like maybe 7 or 8 Jonah Hill movies, and 2 of them or 3 of them were like, I don't
same role.
I could live without this movie. I don't even want to put it on my list. So yeah, just because I know he's in this movie, I know he adds to this movie, but I don't really remember him a ton in this movie. Like that's why it's my number 5.
That's fair.
Like he has less screen time in my number 4, but like it is entirely memorable. So
yeah. I guess I probably should have switched mine, but him, just, to me, the more impressing thing of that role is, and I should have said it in mine, but he's with a class of their own.
Yeah.
Like, the kid from fucking Superbad is in a Martin Scorsese movie right beside Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
With all these other big names in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, he showed that he is talented.
Yeah.
And could hold his own.
For sure. Agreed.
So, like, I gave it the edge because of that. And that was your 5 and 4?
What? No, that was your 5 and 4. And then
we have the same.
Wolf of Wall Street is my number 5.
So your number 4 is.
And so my number 4 is Django Unchained.
Didn't have enough in it for me.
Yeah, it had enough in it for me because my other options that I'm not putting on this list were Accepted. This Is the End, which I can't stand.
Not a fan.
It's just like those movies, or like stuff where he just shows up for a little bit.
Our friend Chris watched that movie. And he texted me.
This Is the End?
I don't know if he texted you, but he texted me. And he was like, what do you think about this? I was like, it's fucking garbage. And he was like, I guess he was proud because he agreed with me. He's like, yeah, that shit fucking sucked. But because I know one of our friends, shout out HT, goddamn, half of the time it's the same fucking message. Which is also like very funny and like...
Yeah.
It has its own certain charm to us now, so I don't know if Chris texted you about that or not.
He did not. Anyways, Django Unchained, yeah, he's in this movie for like maybe 5 minutes. But those 5 minutes are freaking hilarious. And like, I love that movie to death. Like, I could quote several different parts of Django Unchained, and we have and do quote several parts of Django Unchained. But like, the amount of people who don't watch movies like I watch movies, who saw Django Unchained, that is the scene that like that everyone goes to.
Scene, yes.
And so like for Jonah Hill to show up in a Tarantino movie and just like completely steal a scene, I would have, I don't like, if I had to knock something else off a list just to make this my number 5, if he had like that many movies where he had good performances in them, I probably would have done it. There was no way I wasn't putting it on my list. Because to me, if you look at Jonah Hill's like acting, like collective acting credits, obviously we just do movies, so we don't do any TV work and stuff that he's done, and this isn't including his writing. So like if you're just,
what TV work has it on?
Huh?
What TV work has he done?
I can't we'll look at his IMDb later. It's a lot actually, but like I don't care if he's only in it for like 5 minutes. Like this is clearly a standout part of Jonah Hill's entire like acting career. So I think it deserves to be on the list.
Number 3 is, I took a franchise. I'm assuming you're taking a franchise too. Jump Street.
Mm-hmm. But it's my number 2.
Okay.
But yes, I took 21 and 22.
Jump Street are just funny movies that actually have a fucking character arc in them that's surprising.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the second one, I think it's the rare case where the second one's just as funny or better than the first one.
Yeah.
And you have a completely different character arc, and it works, and it has that heart still, and everything in it. So because of that, he's had funny movies. He's had dramatically funny movies.
Yeah.
That had character arcs. Like, he's not the main focus in Funny People, but he's in Funny People.
Right.
He's had these funny movies, but they didn't have the same character arc that 21 Jump Street had. Mm-hmm. And plus, it's different. He's doing action. I've never seen him do action.
Yeah.
So,
but they even make fun of the fact that he is not the kind of person that you would see doing action in those movies. Like,
he is,
like, he's bad at it in the movies.
He's literally, if fucking Ray Berry was a fucking cop. They kind of look alike.
Yeah.
And
not so Slim Shady. We used to call him that.
Yeah. Like, a little bit the same size. First time I met that cop, like, he had a bowl cut. He would never own up to it.
Right.
Well,
but shit. Yeah, it's my number 2. These movies are in fact hilarious. Has been really difficult for me in the last like 10-15 years to find comedies that I actually think are legitimately funny. And I don't mean like a couple scenes where I go like, I mean make me laugh. And I grew up with comedies that made me fucking laugh.
Yeah.
And like still do. So it's just like comedy is definitely, at least in film, comedy has been on the downslope for a minute. Hopefully we'll have like a rise in like the true like comedy blockbuster will make its return. But the Jump Street movies were just like a shining moment in the darkness that is comedy and film over the last 15 years. I saw the first one. It was hilarious. I saw they were coming out with the second one. I was nervous about it because I was like, man, the first one was actually funny. But I like, what if they just like Judd Apatow this shit up too much or something like that? They didn't. The writing in both of them is incredibly smart. I saw the second one for the first time last October. I watched it on a flight back on my way back home from Vegas, and it was phenomenal. Like, I'm sitting there crammed in like a fucking airplane, like a sardine with people next to me, and I like don't even give a shit anymore because this movie is like engaging, it's funny, it's got comedy, it's got action, it's got character development. They don't make movies that have all three of those things anymore, and like they did with these, and he is excellent in them, and I really appreciate it.
Number 2 for me is going to be Superbad.
And that's my number 3. So we just flip-flopped 2 and 3.
Superbad to me is what Jonah Hill was known for, and kind of still is known for, but the peak of it.
Yeah.
He was like, he finally put a stamp on it and said, this is the best Jonah Hill performance I can make at this time.
You're right.
And it took him a while, but later on he's
starting to branch out. Slowly
became an actor, and now he's writing and doing all kinds of amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Making documentaries and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, have you finished This is off topic. Did you finish documentary?
Stutz.
I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I didn't finish it either.
Started it again. Like where I left off. I was like, I feel like I'm being like preached at.
Yeah, it's not so much a documentary as much as it is like, I mean, in all fairness, it's like an expectation thing. Like, it is kind of put out there as a straight documentary. It's not a documentary. It is like a, like he straight up says in the beginning of the movie, I wanted to make this so that other people out there who might need the tools that you have given me can learn them. So it is more like an educational feature than it is an actual documentary. And so me going into it thinking it was going to be a documentary about this really cool guy and like all that stuff, that's just not what it is.
Yeah.
And maybe one day when I can like rewrite in my brain that is just not going to be what I want it to be, then I can go back and rewatch it. But also, if it is just an educational thing, I'm pretty confident in my mental health. I've done a lot of studying on that stuff on my own. I have found out what things work for me. So maybe I just personally don't need to watch that. But it is what it is.
Superbad.
Yeah, Superbad's great.
A lot of funny gags in this movie. The movie does have heart. He wears a Richard Pryor shirt. For me personally, there's not much else to love when it comes to raunchy comedies like this.
Yeah. I think Superbad is like one of the most iconic movies of its time. Like, it was funny. It broke the mold on what a lot of like comedy was kind of getting stale at that point too, and this kind of broke the mold and started, for better or worse, a trend that continued for like 10 years, and it's in some ways is kind of still going.
No, I don't even think like, sorry to interrupt, but like we didn't start getting these until people who like grew up watching Superbad in high school started to make movies. Like I didn't notice it until like 2016. People started popping these suckers out.
I think if you go back and look, you'll see that it was happening more consistently than that. Because like, so Jonah Hill was in Accepted came out before Superbad did, and like, so there was actually movies building up to Superbad.
Yeah, but
and then Superbad was kind of like the quintessential like, this is the funniest, it has the best writing, it's got the character development, like everyone in it is kind of a fresh face, so we're not relying on like Justin Long, who has been doing this thing for a minute, and like so anyways, Superbad is hilarious. It's still hilarious. It is the best movie of its specific subgenre of comedy, and I'm very glad it exists. The reason I've put it below Jump Streets is just because I think that, like, I mean, literally and figuratively, his performance in the Jump Street movies is like a little more mature than it is in Superbad, because it needed to be. And Superbad was about immature high school kids.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I get a little bit more from him in the Jump Street movies, but totally respect that Superbad is kind of like Jonah Hill's like stepping out into the world. I am here. I can do this.
Yeah, but also I feel like
some people would argue that was the trailer for Accepted, because the amount of times that I heard, "Ask me about my wiener," before that movie even came out, just because of the trailer, is insane.
Yeah.
But
see, personally, I feel like with Superbad, no one could have played that role but Jonah Hill, which you could probably find a guy to be in 21 Jump Street.
Who's gonna give the same timing, the same vibe?
Let me Google chubby actors from the late
is gonna have the same chemistry
2010s.
with Channing Tatum. I don't think anyone else could do that.
Paul Waterhauser. He was around that age.
No.
Nah, dude, Paul Waterhauser is fucking amazing. He could have done it.
No, he couldn't have done that.
Oh,
That's not in his wheelhouse.
Bro, he did that fucking Atlanta fucking bombing for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So he can do action stuff.
What was that?
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood did it. Better Call Saul's in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that. I can't remember the name of that movie.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is that movie? I remember like fucking Time Warner, before they went under, they like made like a series of it. Like it was like, oh, that did good. Let me pop this out. I like Pinocchio. They're like, all right, I'll make my Pinocchio, you make your Pinocchio, and they're gonna be different.
One is clearly better.
Fuck is that movie called? He's really good in that movie though. Paul Waterhauser.
I'm not saying the guy's a bad actor. I'm just saying that role is not.
I think you could have did it. But number one, I think for both of us, it's not your number one. You're a purebred nematode.
Moneyball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Moneyball.
That motherfucker kicked open the door and said, "Bitch, I can act." And
Richard Jewell.
yeah, he did. He fucking is a perfect person to compliment Brad Pitt in his acting style.
Yeah.
Because Brad Pitt is fucking modern day Paul Newman without salad dressing. He's a cool motherfucker. He stops on screen, fucking panties get wet. You know what I'm saying? He's just cool without trying. He says, he's talking to all these old baseball scouts. That motherfucker got the pin, son. He said, "You got a problem with who I said? Jonah Hill, he gets on base.
Yeah.
Like, bruh. Like, he's not very confident throughout. You have to fire someone? Yeah, you do it like this. Sorry, but we gotta send you home. Jonah Hill, how's your day? Like, making it worse.
Yeah.
Making it awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect foil. Not foil, because that means it's like a bad guy. He compliments Brad Pitt to perfection in that movie. And I absolutely love it for that as well. Not only because he said, like, fuck you, I can act. And, like, started to act.
Yeah.
Even though his, like, next, like, serious performance was garbage. You remember True Story? With him and Rapey McGee? James Franco? James Franco murdered a bunch of people and was like, hey, I want you to tell my story. And he's, like, starting out as a journalist.
I don't remember that.
That's not good.
Yeah. The only movie I remember that they did together was the...
This is the end?
Oh, well, sorry. I did that thing again where I get him and Seth Rogen mixed up. I was thinking of The Interview.
Gross. You want to go ahead and say what happened before we filmed?
Oh, I made a top 5 Seth Rogen movies because I thought that's what we were doing.
The disrespect.
Oh, then I do. But yeah, Jonah Hill and Moneyball, he's fantastic. He showed that, like, hey, I can do more than... He didn't just show that, hey, I can act. He said, I can do more than the goofball, like, silly, like, you know, stoner kid or the balling out, like, you know, I could do more than, like, the party animal type shtick or the class clown shtick or, like, stuff like that. And he's shy, he's timid, but he is, in fact, the smartest guy in the room. But he doesn't play it like your typical, I know I'm the smartest guy in the room character. He plays it like somebody who has the knowledge but doesn't have the confidence. And the way that he sells that in this film adds so much to it. And I'm a big fan. I love that movie. That movie, I don't know why. That movie is, like, really calming to me. It's just, like, the vibe of it. And, like, if you ever told me that a movie like Moneyball was going to have as much, like, rewatchability to me as it did, I would have been like, nah, that doesn't sound like a really rewatchable movie, but it is. I love just putting Moneyball on the background and working. Like,
it's fucking so good. That was also the movie that I, like, saw of Brad Pitt, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I know he's good as Tyler Durden, but, like,
oh, yeah,
he's really fucking good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I, like, went out and watched a bunch of other Brad Pitt stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That was a big movie for me, personally.
Moneyball?
Yeah. Top 50 for sure.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
But tell us down low in the comment section, what is your top 5 favorite Jonah Hill movies? Are you looking forward
Seth Rogen.
To you people? You can even ask me about my wiener. Whatever you do, leave it in the comment section below.
Don't ask him about his wiener.
You already know. The Wang Strange. It's in the name. Stay strange, by the way, people. But scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.